Hey, so if you're, want to start the business, you want to start the Amazon thing, and this is the first question. I mean, the title of this video says what the number one biggest problem with Amazon, and this is what we're going to get into. But what I really want to know is, how do you see this? How do you see? Are you doing this as a business? Are you opening a business, or do you want to try the Amazon thing? Because these are two fundamental different things. And though I love Amazon for some aspects, and obviously we have tons of products that we sell via Amazon. That's how I started. That's how I got out of my job. That's how I initially got out. I'm not saying you shouldn't do Amazon, but I want you to be aware of certain things. Why is it a problem to see Amazon as kind of the Amazon thing? Because I speak to so many people on the phone, people that want to hire me for sourcing their products, or we're in consultation. And a lot of times I hear people say,
hey, Niels, I want to do the Amazon thing. I want to play the Amazon game. I want to go into Amazon.
And, all of that, it sounds so innocent. You know what I mean? And this, you should start somewhere. But the question is, do you see it as the thing, the Amazon thing, or do you see it as starting a business? Because fundamentally, these things are totally different. Business is always with long-term thinking. Business is with, hey, who are my customers? You're serving people. Business is, hey, I'm getting people in now. Cash flow is a part of it. But how can I retain that customer that I got in the first place? And how can I keep serving that customer in the future through additional products, through additional purchases, through other things I can offer him, through more of those products that he already bought, right? That's where you get a business where you're not reliant on constantly bringing new people in to purchase your product. Obviously, it's a part of it, but in the real business, in an e-commerce business, your main profit is made in the follow-up, right? So there are ways where you can get profitable on day one, where you can sell your product and you can get your money back right away, and you should always do that. However, the more I look into our businesses over long term, is that all of the money, the real money, is made in the follow-up, right? So that can be, for example, in the digital business, right? The teaching you how to sell on Amazon, teaching you how to source your products, teaching you the e-commerce thing. The same thing happens. So some money is made in the front to get people in, to get people interested, to be able to do it, right? To have some sort of cash flow, to be able to teach this. I need to have some sort of exchange that's paid for my time, for all of the time that I put in, to create the marketing, to pay all the softwares, to record all the videos, to get all the equipment, to hire someone who can deal with the social media stuff, who can cut the videos and get them up and make it possible that I can get you a video every day, right? Certain things have to be covered, and that has to be covered up front. But the real money is in the back end. So usually how that works is that in the moment I get a customer, I get someone in average, I break even on my costs. So in the first 30 days, I make $0, right? So I put $1 in, I get $1 out. Over the next course of a month, usually for that $1 that I put in the first month, now I got $3 out. Over 3 months, I get $10 out. And over a year, I get $20 or more out of that initial dollar invested, right? But that can only work because I have a backend, because I have offers after that, because I can continue to serve people, I can continue working with people. Same happens with our e-commerce brands. Someone comes in the door, we make our money back on the ad money that we spend. Then over the next 12 months, we keep introducing products, we keep introducing affiliate offers, we keep introducing more of our own products, we keep introducing things where a part of the customer group can continue to give us money. And that's where you are. And this is the biggest problem on Amazon. Amazon is a great way to start. I'm not saying don't start on Amazon. I think it's great to start. I think it's great to, get your feet wet and make it so easy to have a distribution system You have everything in one platform. You have the ads inside of Amazon. You have people that come into Amazon that organically come. The one problem though is you're fighting about how do you maximize that $1 you put in. So if I gave you the example and I say, hey, I put $1 in, I get $1 out within 30 days, but then I make 20 over 12 months. You don't even have the option for those 20. Amazon has that because Amazon owns the customer. Amazon owns the person. Amazon gets to reintroduce offers. Amazon gets to know, hey, this person's interested in that product, so let me offer him more. Amazon gets to do all of these things, but you are fighting about how can you get that $1 that you put into pay-per-click? How can you get at least $1 out so that you have a profit? How can you invest enough dollars to rank organically to a point where you make organic sales, where Amazon's organic traffic comes to your listing and buys from you? So after you've over that initial bump and investments, you're at a point where you rank for certain keywords, you get Amazon's traffic to your products, to buy your products. What you're now fighting for in Amazon is, hey, how do we make more money from each customer that comes in? We make the listing better, we rank for different keywords, we spend on different keywords for pay-per-click, we optimize certain things, right? But we're fighting about that $1 that we spend, and we're trying to get $1.50 back, $2, $3. That's what you're fighting about, because you are denied the option of making those 20 over a year, because Amazon owns the customer and you don't. So, and they're cracking down on all of these things, like, hey, we'll put an insert card in. First of all, it's crazy ineffective, right? People don't take actions on these cards a lot. Your email follow-up, that's inside of Amazon. That's nothing. You can't get the email address. You can't get the phone numbers. They even restrict you. In Germany, they start restricting you to have the customer addresses. They're not shown anymore. So you can't even send them a flyer if you would want to. This is denied, and this is the one biggest problem with Amazon. So the solution to that is you use Amazon, leverage Amazon, get the reviews, get some traction, prove the product. Is it viable? Does it make sales? Are you happy with the product? Can you get it manufactured? Is your supply chain stable? All of those things, great. If you're just starting out and you're working a full-time job, I understand that you can't build out a whole brand, but you should go into that with the mindset of, hey, I want this to turn into a brand. I want this to turn into a business. If you start with the mindset of creating a business, you will always see Amazon as a distribution channel rather than the Amazon thing. It's a great way to start it, use it, leverage it, but have the mindset, how do I get out of it? Now that I'm here, now that I start ranking for things, how can I create my own customer base? Right? So in the time when your products are produced, what actions can you take to grow an audience yourself that you can serve? If you think about it with a business mindset, with a brand mindset of who's the customer that I want to serve, then you're going away to, hey, what product sells well on Amazon? What product can I do? I can't find a product. As long as you have a customer in mind that you are serving, if you have someone that your purpose of the business is to serve that one customer, you will never ever think about what's the right product anymore, because you will know your customers, you will know what they want, and you can serve them what they want and see Amazon as a distribution channel, but don't say, hey, this product is doing well or that product is doing well, because in 6 months' time, the whole marketplace could have changed inside of Amazon for that product. So what you should rather do is think about it as a business mindset. So when the product is in production, how can you get a little landing page up, get some traffic to it? There's a great resource called the One Funnel Away Challenge from ClickFunnels. You can find a link below. It's $100 sign up. They teach you all of that. It's just 30 days going through the process. Within the 30 days, you can have a landing page up, you can have people coming in, you can sell products, you can sell digital things, you can do so many things that serve your customer. And I know you're saying, hey, Niels, this is a lot. Like, I'm still working my job. I still have, all of those things to do. Well, how bad do you want it? Right? I mean, can you take those 2 hours that you're watching TV at night, can you take that and go through the One Funnel Away Challenge for 30 days? Can you do that? I believe so. Can you get up an hour earlier and get that done? I believe you can, if you really want it. So you have to differentiate between what's the Amazon thing and the real business. Because with a real business, with a mindset of a real business, with a mindset of who am I serving, who is the person that I want to have, you're completely eliminating all of those big problems that you now have of what product to choose, what to sell, how can I make it work? And you're completely going to eliminate that, because if you build that foundation, if you get a list of email addresses, if you get a list of people, if you build a community in whatever that is, Facebook, or there are a million ways you can do that. Pick a way, start with that to build your brand. You have to have the brand mindset, because once you have those list of people, you can continuously send them back to Amazon. You can send them back to Amazon every week. You can send an email, hey, we do a promotion. Hey, did you know we have this product? Hey, there's a product from a competitor that has a cool product. Why don't you go there and check that out? Hey, we compiled a list of the 10 best products in this niche right now. Hey, we compiled the 10 most affordable products. Go to Amazon. You send them through your affiliate links. You say, hey, I found this guy and he's offering this amazing course on cooking Mediterranean food, and you're selling a Parmesan grater, a cheese grater that works perfectly together. So you send people to that. You say, hey, you bought this cheese grater. I know you're interested in Mediterranean cooking. So here's a guy, he does these really cool courses on cooking, and be an affiliate for that guy. And just start serving your people, give them value, make yourself known as someone that, as someone that serves the purpose of the buyer, not a no-name Amazon thing. There's not one seller, think about that. There's not one seller I can tell by name that I've bought from Amazon. Not one seller where I know the name of the seller, because I know I bought it on Amazon. Amazon is the seller for me. There's no brand behind it. So you're losing out on all of this money in the back end, right? You have to work. If you make that dollar and you turn it into 2, right? Instead of turning it into 20 over a year, you have to work 10 times harder on that front end. You have that takes 10 times more effort, 10 times more products, 10 times more money invested. That's the crazy leverage, right? So the back end, you have, even if you do 1/10 of the work that you put in Amazon and you put that work into brand building and getting out your own brand, you're going to have the same results. So I want you to think about that even though it seems a lot and it seems like, well, man, like I'm just figuring out Amazon, I have to do all of those things. That's, by the way, a reason why I think you should always get rid of sourcing. Give it away. Give everything away you can. Sourcing doesn't cost you money to give away. If you want your product sourced, jump on a call with me. Just schedule that through an email that you can find below on this link. And we take it away from you. It doesn't cost you anything, because the fee that's charged, you make that up with all of the savings that you do through the money that we can save you, and through, all the sample costs and all of that you don't have anymore. So just give that away. Take the time, focus on building your brand. And if you wanna learn more about that, if you want me to coach you through that, we take on a couple of clients every month that we coach through this progress. Just reach out to me and let me know, and we'll jump on a call and see what we can do for you. But if you take one thing away out of this video, is to change your mentality, to change your mindset from Amazon thing to building a business. Do you want a business, or do you want on Amazon? Let me know in the comments. Do you want a business, or do you want to play the Amazon game? Let me know what you think. I catch you tomorrow. Make sure you share this message, share this video if you liked it. Like this video, and I believe that more people need to hear this message to be able to create the lifestyle and the business and quit the job that I actually want to, without getting stuck. Like I say, start with Amazon, go into it. I think it's a great way to get things going. But think about yourself as well. How bad do you want it? What's your reason that you want it? Why do you want to quit? The suffering that you do through creating it, the things that you have to get rid of, watching the TV, doing all of the things, getting up an hour earlier, that kind of suffering is nothing compared to the suffering that you have to do when you do something that you don't want to do, when you're stuck in a job that you don't want to do. You're suffering anyway. So choose the suffering of getting rid of distractions, and just focus on it and see, hey, how bad do you want it? And then go at it. All right? Cool. That's my message for you today. Do you want a business, or do you want an Amazon thing? Let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you tomorrow.